You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of New Jersey After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of New Jersey After Show.
Hey guys, Bing is for doing, but you know what? I think you already knew that. So you are watching the AfterBuzz recap of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And of course, before we start breaking things down, I have to introduce my lovely multicultural host. We've got the Olive Garden, we've got Panda Express, we've got Taco Bell, and we got Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. So I'm going to start out with...
Oh my God, your token Italian, Adrienne Vairo. You can find me at Adrienne_Vairo on Twitter.
Your Asian fly girl, your beauty expert.
Panda Express.
You can find me at It's Susan Hahn on Twitter.
Hey everyone, it's Giselle. You can find me on Twitter at Giselle Ugarte and sprintingandstilettos.com for my projects.
And you can find me, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. If you live in LA, you know what that is. But you can find me, Diona Vaughan, at GoToGirlTV. That's on Twitter. Or you can catch me on my website at www.gotogirltv.com. And I want to remind you guys about iTunes. Please tune in, make your comments. We want you to tell all your friends, tell everybody, Water Cooler Talk, subscribe, tweet us, because we have a lot of fun here. And we love reading your comments, and we check them out all the time. All right, so without further ado, this was
These girls got me cracking up.
Episode.
Yes.
Where should we begin?
Drama. Where do we
Drama.
start? I mean, first of all, like the episode kicks off with the boat part. Well, actually, no. Let me back up for a second. It starts off with Lauren. Lauren is really, really insecure about her weight, and I guess I understand it because, you know, I think we've all been there as women, you know, every now and then you get a little insecure about your size, your weight, or something about your body. But she's really insecure. Like, what do you guys think about that?
I felt really bad with the way that she kind of sees herself as this little ugly duckling to these two very handsome boys. And I don't think that's the case at all. I think she's a lovely girl. You know, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if maybe it's because her dad's not around. She doesn't have but she seems like a daddy's girl too. So
Right.
And I don't know, but I'm at least glad that she's doing something about it. And I just hope that this happiness that's been missing isn't relying on the weight loss. Because if she's just hoping to get happy from losing weight, it's not going to happen. She has to find it from within herself.
It's definitely a deeper issue, and I think that having the brothers is one thing because she's always being compared to them. But also you see it in the interview with Caroline too. Caroline mentioned she has a great personality, this, and that. And I'm a huge Caroline lover, but I think either they edited it like this or she really didn't say it, but like, she's beautiful. Like, Lauren is a beautiful girl, and she left that out. It's all, oh, you have a great personality. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that. She's a beautiful person. She really is. I think she's very cute. And, you know, when she loses the weight, even more so for her health and for her beauty, she'll be improved.
She's insecure, whether it's on her weight or whether it's, you know, her brother's getting more attention. She's super insecure. She also admitted that her makeup line, the launch of her makeup line.
Like, she kind of glossed over that last
She just opened it. She did her grand opening, and that was it. It was done.
Oh.
Yeah. But and you know, and she gives her boyfriend a hard time. Like, you know, I know that's kind of the girls that you like, the really skinny ones with the big boobs.
I hated that she did that. You know, it's just like the ultimate, you know, show of insecurity, and guys don't like that.
No,
guys
don't
like
confidence.
they love confidence, and we like confidence too. So I didn't like that she was, you know, who was it, Chris or Albie, had a new girlfriend.
Albie.
That's what I was paying
Your
attention
husband,
to.
too.
That wasn't my picture.
The jealous
passing
girls
around.
over
I was like, hello, Albie. Who the hell is this girl?
Who is this? Lindsay. And her name was Lindsay.
Her name was Lindsay.
In
I
her
pay
little
attention.
bikini
Not
top.
Susan or Giselle.
Exactly. We need to have a conversation, Albie.
And like they were passing her picture around too with the whole table. Like the dad puts it in Lauren's face. Like, why are you rubbing it in your daughter's
And
face?
then Vito takes it. He's like, yeah.
I know, right? I'm like, this
Yeah.
girl looks like a boss right now. She's getting passed around the Manzo
Exactly.
table. Everyone's like, who's
Exactly.
this?
And I didn't
probably not
really,
even in the picture anymore.
I didn't care for the jokes that they were throwing at
No.
her because they really like she's very sensitive and she's
Yeah.
very
The
vulnerable right
koala.
now. That was horrible.
Awful.
But you know, it is what it is. They're a real household. I mean, what brothers or what sisters didn't rag on each other? I know my
Yeah.
brother used to like bury my Smurf doll. I mean, he used to torture me.
But did he
Hahn.
ever call you fat?
Yeah,
or
he used to.
ugly,
He used to
or-
call me Notorious Pig all the time.
Wait a
okay?
minute. Back up for a second. I think we're ignoring one very important thing. You had a Smurf doll?
Yes, I love Smurfettes. I love the Smurfs. That was my era, you know.
Okay.
Scooby Doo and all that. And
I like
my
Papa
brother
Smurf.
used to torture me, and he used to say some like crazy stuff to me. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, she dishes just as hard. So I mean, she needs to be able to take the punches. You know.
I agree. At the same time, everybody knows how sensitive she is about her weight right now. She's trying to lose weight. She's trying to, she wants to be a size 4, size 6. I understand where she's coming from. So I just thought that they could have, been a little bit more sensitive to her feelings.
Well, it sounds
yeah.
like she's happier now. So
And boys will be boys.
yeah.
I get it.
Well, I definitely wish her the best. I want to see her lose weight. I do. I really love Lauren. I have a soft spot for her. I don't know why.
Lauren, try HCG. It works. Anyway. All right. So on to the boat party. So the boat party, we saw basically everybody except the Manzos because they were doing their own thing at home. So that was a little drama.
Yeah, I was more intrigued by Rosie and the kids than the actual boat party itself. I was obsessed with watching I can't say it on the S show.
Yes.
that it was at home. Like,
Speaking of
my God.
Rosie, she's hot. She's
We're going to get to that later, Susan.
I have a crush on Rosie. I'm sorry.
We were seeing a lot of her, right?
Yeah. I do not mind. I love seeing her. She's hot.
No, I said this last time though, but Teresa's kids are so entertaining to me. I seriously could watch them all day. And I know that people might beg to differ, but that whole scene of watching the kids interact with each other and Melania, she is a terror. I'll say it. Not terrorist, a terror.
A terror.
She's like doing pull-ups on the coat rack.
Kathy Wakili actually started a hashtag Rosie to the rescue.
Yeah.
And it's so funny though because like you watch these kids and they're fighting with each other and like it's very reminiscent of the way that the women behave. And I just thought it was so funny that Rosie would, take the two of them like, okay, guys, like I'm going to put you guys in a room. Like I'm not going to let you be mad at each other. I'm not going to let you cry. Hash it out. Hug it out.
Right.
All right, everybody shut up.
And then get out of the street! That one. Yeah.
Back to the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, here's what really resonated with me on the boat. Richie Wakili made a comment about who owns this boat because I don't want to be on the boat.
Right, exactly.
Just in case he gets a repo.
I mean, could you blame the man though? Could you blame him?
I love the little jabs that he takes and literal jabs that he takes as well.
And then
They're
Teresa
fantastic.
was so upset that her husband has a black eye. I mean, get over it.
Right.
It is what it is, you know?
She won't let anything go.
Because Karate Master got a black eye. I mean, who cares?
The first
Wait, who's a
lesson in
karate master?
jujitsu.
Oh, yeah.
Giudice.
Kathy said that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Karate Master.
Yeah. All right. So
I didn't like how I just feel like maybe it's just the way that they edit things, but it's literally like the only thing that they ever talk about is each other. Like they were talking about Carolyn and her menopause. They were talking about the Us Weekly magazine thing. They were talking about everybody who's not there. And Teresa gets upset when people are, blabbering this here and there, but yet she's confiding in all of these people and in groups of people, like holding press conferences and confiding in reporters in tabloid magazines, and you're gonna get mad for your husband talking to his wife. That's what got me upset about the boat party. Like all you ever see is them talking about whoever's not there.
Well, that's where we lead up to the solstice party or whatever that white party was. I feel like everybody has so much to say, and they can never say it to each other. It's just all and I'm sorry. It's just like Melissa's juicing this. She's loving the fact that they hate. Yes, that they hate her sister-in-law. because she goes around and she's like, okay, so this is what happened, this is what she said, and she loves it. She loves instigating it.
See,
no.
I think Teresa is juicing it. I don't agree.
Yeah, I know. I
really
love
don't
because I
agree.
love Melissa, but it's good
do.
to hear. Like, wait, what were you?
No,
gonna
she loves it. Even on Watch What Happens Live, she's very, you know what? That's your sister-in-law. You know, no matter what, and you're like, I love my husband. I love my husband. Then you know what? Then you need to effing love your sister-in-law as well, and you just need to deal with it. You know, and she's going and allying with Caroline, who's on friggin' menopause, and Caroline and Teresa hashed it out. And,
See.
and you know, and Caroline, I didn't they hash it out though? Didn't Teresa apologize and didn't they hash it out?
See, I think that was so hard to follow. Like Melissa said, she's like, I'm trying to find some logic in this, and I literally can't find it because I couldn't find it either. I was so confused at how Teresa, what she was arguing about. Like, I really was on Melissa's side throughout the whole thing. I mean, I always have been. Call me biased, but I really was. Teresa was making zero sense to me, bringing up stuff from the past, and also that's your brother's wife. Like, those are your nieces and nephews. Like Melissa said, like, as much as Melissa can try, at the same time, Teresa's got to put it in too.
Absolutely, but you know, having a brother and having a sister-in-law, sometimes you say things to your brother that's between you and your brother, and you just kind of take it to the grave. You wouldn't think, I would never think my brother's gonna be like, hey, this is what Susan said about you. It's like, that's between us, you know?
Yeah.
And Joe Gorga was being a little bitch telling his wife everything. I understand, they're married and they share everything, but certain things, come on, man.
A little technical difficulties.
Sorry.
I personally, you know what? Like, I've always loved Teresa, and when Melissa first joined the show, I was like, who is this chick coming and joining the cast? But like, at this point, I kind of am on Team Melissa. And I know that you're saying that, like, as a sister-in-law, you eventually have to, like, you know, let it go. But if I was in Melissa's shoes, I don't think she's necessarily juicing it out. I think she's trying to stand in defense of herself, because here's her sister-in-law going to all these tabloids saying that her and her husband are these bad people or that she's going to cheat. So I think she's doing the right thing where, like, she's trying to defend herself, trying to focus on the positive of herself without necessarily throwing Teresa under the bus. And I think if anything, you know, for me, I'm the baby of two brothers, and I'm going to be honest, when my brothers bring home a new girl, like, granted, one of them's married now, but if they bring home a new girl, I am a bitch. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm very protective. I look the girl up and down, because if she has any interest in taking my last name, which I don't hopefully get to keep, you know, she needs to be a good person. But at a certain point, you need to understand, okay, the relationship is serious, or okay, she has a ring on her finger. So you need to embrace her as part of the family and accept the fact, whether you're a mother or a sister, that eventually there's going to be a girl who's more important than you in this, you know, blood veins life.
I mean, at what point, you're right. You're absolutely right. And at what point does it become that you're accepted? It's 7 years in the making. 7 years.
And
She's
three
like,
kids.
3 kids. And
I agree. So we got Olive Garden and Taco Bell and Roscoe's against
Panda Express. Panda Express still has something to say. Listen,
Okay,
my brother
come on,
has
Panda.
been with his wife. I mean, they've only been married for 3 years, but they've been together for maybe 14 years total. And I just started liking her like 2 years ago. You know
so
what I mean?
why didn't you like her prior?
You know what? There's certain personality clashes, and you know, like she said, you're protective over your siblings, and if anybody has a sibling, you're just protective. That's just, you know, that's natural. But you either feel like they're not good enough, or it's just like a personality clash. And I think Teresa's whole point is, you know, now she's gonna be a singer. She's gonna do club appearances. I'm just saying, she could cheat on you, is all she was saying in a private conversation
I
to
think
her brother.
But knowing that her brother is very insecure and whipped, was that the right, and Jacqueline made the same comment, was that the right seed to place in his head?
No,
but that's his insecurity.
no.
She does not need to be worrying about her little brother's insecurity.
no, and I'll take it that, like, okay, if Teresa and her brother want to have their own little conversations, okay, that is okay. But this is not even, like, I feel like we're, like, avoiding the fact that this argument comes from so many other things.
Yeah.
It's not just this. Melissa and Teresa have tension from the get-go.
Yes.
So this is almost just, like, kind of an excuse.
Yeah.
Because you saw the fight. It started at the table. We discussed this. We rewinded this. And we were like, okay, what is the fight actually about at the table? It was about her saying that
To the
the
press.
jail, to the press. Well, it was
Him
about the
going
brother. It was
away.
about Joe Gorga not reaching out to Teresa to help her during this tough time.
Right.
But Melissa mentioned the word jail, and that was a wrap. Teresa was out of there. The fight that we saw with them outside
Going
was
circles
more
and
about
circles and circles and circles.
was about Melissa cheating on Joe, possibly.
Right.
So it just like turned, and I think that's an example of how their relationship is and how they just can't agree and they clash. 7 years. I understand the one. I totally understand that. You're protective of this, all that comes into it, but at what point do you just give in? Or maybe you never do.
Yeah.
Do we really think that this whole argument was about semantics? The semantics of going away, which is very mafioso, very,
I think
with the
Teresa's
show
just on a breaking
Sopranos,
point.
or going to jail.
I
know,
agree.
because that's where she got really pissed off.
I
when she brought
think
up.
that definitely is an issue. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't have any mafioso in my
Going
family.
away.
Yeah, even though I'm Italian, but like I do think that it's more actually to do with like the family outing you. I think that's what that was about. It was about Melissa should have kept. In Teresa's eyes,
It was
that should have been
tasteless. It was tasteless because she was like,
wraps.
when he went to jail and with the
I know.
DUI thing, it's like it is pretty tasteless. Do you know what I mean?
But they're
I don't know
simultaneously
if
showing
it's
talent.
I know.
Because they're
I know. It's hard.
family.
It's
I
hard.
think she could have worded it differently because Teresa's at her breaking point. We don't know when this was shot. We don't know if Joey was just in jail a week ago or 2
Right.
weeks ago or a month ago. So it's fresh.
No,
to
and even
her.
and even 10 years down the road, your family should always, I'm not sure if it's just this culture or all along the, across the board, but you should have your family's back. So like as far as Melissa goes, she should have been more discreet about it, but that's not their relationship. So I can't really hold her accountable. This is not how they don't have each other's back as like that,
Right.
because look how much they've betrayed each other.
Right.
So that was hard for me. It was almost like Teresa was using it as an excuse.
Well, and how much more discreet can you get other than being pulled aside? It's just the two of you. No one else is listening. And how much more discreet can you get other than that it's very bright and bold in a magazine that Teresa submitted to?
Absolutely.
And they were showing the magazine threaded into all these clips. There's Joe Gorga, or not Joe Gorga, Joe Giudice, my Joes, with the little thing in jail. How much more discreet can you get? Is it just the word? Again, no. We're just going to keep going on in circles.
You know what? But the
too.
truth is, Joey Gorga did not reach out to Teresa when Joey Giudice was in jail. Regardless the situation, regardless if she was like standoffish or whatever, he didn't reach out to her. That's what she's heard about.
Right, but how many times do you go and you get burnt by it? Like, if I'm gonna reach out to you, at what point do I stop reaching out because you just shut me down every time? I don't know. We know of one time. I mean, look at the history. I'm sure there was a lot more than that. And then the one time we're talking about is when he reached out to her in regards to what was the one before the jail? Not the
Cheating
DUI.
rumors?
or the
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy, yeah.
Bankruptcy.
And she was like, everything's fine, which as most people would do. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Like.
Yeah, but
that
we don't
kind of
know
rough
how
thing.
the dynamics between Teresa and Joe Gorga was before Melissa came along. Maybe it was like no matter how standoffish you were, family, like blood was thicker than water. And maybe Teresa has a huge chip on her shoulder because her husband's a retard and doesn't have a license, going to jail, cheating, bankruptcy, whatever. And here comes Melissa, and maybe the dynamics change. Maybe that's why Teresa and her have so much tension. You know what I mean?
I think it's funny how they all got all dressed up for the solstice and did the whole third eye thing.
Third eye.
And
Namaste.
they're not even
Namaste.
through, I know,
Namaste.
they're not even through to cocktails. And this fight breaks out between two of the women of all of the ones there. You've got like Kim G peeking in like with the awkward stares. And then
I love
just
Kim
because
G.
of this
She's a
little
G.
fight between two women, not even like an hour or two in, everyone has to leave. Like, I didn't understand where that came from. Like, okay, well, Teresa's leaving. Okay, Melissa's leaving. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave. Like, imagine if you're hosting the party. Just I'm sure she was.
Tia. Like, you're supposed to be peaceful.
And then you've got Jacqueline's fake smiles the whole time.
She's like, can I get my third eye back, please?
Well, speaking of Kim G owns a store, and in her store she sells all kinds of clothing and accessories and handbags. And I want to tell our AfterBuzz viewers, if you happen to shop on Amazon.com, what we are asking for you to do is check out our affiliate program with Amazon.com. And any purchases that you would normally make, go on to AfterBuzzTV.com, click on the Amazon.com banner, and make all your purchases there. And what's going to happen is that AfterBuzz TV, we get a little kickback from that. And what that means is we're able to provide you with lots more shows and pays for things.
It keeps
and
us
Yeah.
going.
It keeps us
Yeah.
going.
And you still get to get directed right to the Amazon page.
Yeah, and you get
It's
directed
easy.
back to the Amazon page. It's fantastic.
Easy for you, easy for us.
Easy for everybody. You can buy Maria's book. It's fantastic. So,
The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
yeah, Amazon.com. All right. So, back to
I'm all about retail therapy,
yes,
especially after that episode.
yeah, sprinting and stilettos. You can buy stilettos from Amazon.com.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Makeup from
Makeup.
Amazon.com.
Perfect.
Stuff from Amazon.com. Meatballs.
Meatballs.
My meatballs.
Or
Chicken and
pasta
waffles.
sauce, chicken and waffles, anything you want.
Or
Amazon.com.
chicken. Or
I mean,
chicken.
Vino.
Coffee.
Special water.
Special water in here.
Amazon.com. But yeah, so you guys please check out the AfterBuzz TV.com and click on the Amazon.com banner.
Word. Word.
Purchases. Okay, so back on track.
Back to the summer solstice party with
Yes.
the third eyes.
Third
Namaste.
eye. Namaste.
Shanti.
So yeah, I just think that in general though, I think a lot of people, like we said about the editing thing, we always seem like they're talking about each other when they're on camera or they are fighting. But
Or
to
awkwardly
be
staring.
awkwardly staring Kimchi, I really think that at that party, at the summer solstice party, that really was the way it went down. Do you guys think that there was a lot of like, you know, the production egging them on? Jacqueline, I think, was the little liaison between the two, and I think that that was a
was.
natural reaction. Like, I know I'm a hot-headed Italian. I know if somebody's gonna come up to me and say, this person was just talking about you, I'm gonna go right up to that person, just like they did.
course.
So I really believe that that wasn't for television, and I think that it made for good television, but I think that it was a natural reaction. Do you guys think that
Totally.
the whole confrontation was real?
I definitely think that the confrontation was real. At the same time, I think it's so obnoxious that they always get up and fight at these public events. I mean,
I know.
good for them for taking it out back. But it's so frustrating just watching these women fight. They're middle-aged women. They're talking in circles. Both of them probably felt like they were talking to walls, not just one or the other. You really... I just was so, they wouldn't even stay on topic. And that's how you know that it wasn't about, you know, this or that. It's literally just, they don't like each other.
Right.
They need to
Exactly.
agree
Simple as that.
to
They just need to
disagree.
keep it real
agree.
and just be like, you know, we can't be friends
can't see
anymore.
eye to
We
eye.
can't be
Yeah.
friends anymore. We can't be friends anymore. I mean, let's just get it over with.
Okay, but can we talk about, we understand that we agree to disagree. Can we talk about the sake of the kids, though? I didn't like, no matter what side you're on, I didn't like that Teresa said the thing about the gifts, though, and how she didn't
Throwing
give the
gifts.
gifts.
That you
Because at the
yeah.
end of the day, believe
Throws
me,
away
every
the
family
gifts.
has its issues, but the kids are the innocent victims in everything. So Melissa still, even though people might gawk at, oh my God, she dropped off at the preschool, how dare she not bring it to the kids themselves? Well, when you have issues with the parents themselves, you do whatever it takes to keep the kids okay.
Agree.
Just as divorced parents would. You know what I'm saying? So when Teresa just doesn't go there, doesn't even make an attempt to do it, or throws them away.
I don't think she throws them away. I think it's her
Joe,
husband.
Well, and agreed. I think that.
I think she's totally just lying.
Yeah,
idiot.
I'm with Giselle.
Any of the above.
I think she was just kind of overreacting and just kind
And
of
trying
saying,
to take a jab.
Exactly.
Even more of a jab.
I don't think he threw anything away.
That was just another little tangent on the thing. Like, how did they even start talking about gifts?
So,
Exactly.
You know?
you can look at it both ways, but I feel like at the end of the day, Teresa and Joe need to, for the kids' sake, be a little more adultish. Can I make that word up? Because, like, it needs to be.
Let's add that to the
There's
lexicon.
definitely
grow up.
jealousy or tension. I think Teresa and Joe Giudice was always the one that was successful, and then her little brother comes and he kind of learned the ropes from Joe Giudice, and now Gorga is more successful than Giudice, and Giudice is going through all these legal
wonder
problems,
why.
and you know, and I think Teresa, she just can't deal with it, you know.
Yeah, and I know that you say that you're not really a Melissa fan, and I'm sure people can relate to your side too, but I look at Melissa and Joe as true love. I do. I think that they are so in love.
I'm with you.
And
I
you know,
don't disagree
so that could be a
that
jealousy
they're
thing
not
too,
in love.
not just materialistically.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, they are in love, but it's the whole fact that Melissa is loving the fact that everybody is hating on Teresa right now. And no matter what, and she's like, you know what, your brother and I, we're gonna be with each other till the end. Then you know what, you're gonna be with your sister-in-law to the end. And she's so passionate about her marriage, and she's so, you know, she's trying to defend that marriage. But you know what? That's your sister-in-law. So if you're all about family and you're all about being loyal and faithful, then you know what? Take a step back, and you know what? just deal with it.
Yeah, without
That's
the
exactly.
cameras, probably.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't go over to Caroline, and don't go
get it.
over to Teresa, and
But
don't
you
go
know
over
what?
to Rosie.
Teresa does not make it easy. She doesn't.
She doesn't. She
All
doesn't.
the crap she's saying about
She
everybody in
doesn't.
the book, she does not make it
She
easy.
doesn't. Right, but they enable her. They enable her. That's why she keeps doing what she's doing. You know what I mean?
Well,
She's
I mean, who is she going to talk to about it? Because apparently she can't talk to her husband.
Yeah,
You know?
and we saw that very clearly that Joe doesn't have good advice to give.
Well, yeah.
You know?
I've never seen Joe Giudice have like an articulate conversation.
know.
He's just like, yeah, none of a business. Shut up.
All right,
Yeah.
babe.
Like lifting
Shut up,
weights,
Gia.
1001, 1002, you know, like, and she is completely baffled that
Yeah.
her husband would tell his wife everything.
But then it bothers me because we feel bad for Teresa, and I think we all can agree that it's like sad that Joe's not there for her. But then you got a friend like Caroline who was always there for her, who she backstabbed or at least upset and wasn't able to just, you know, to kind of mend things with her. That bothers me. You're gonna burn the bridges, then that's your fault.
I really wonder if Teresa actually watches these episodes and what she's thinking. Because I know you always defend the stubborn Italian thing. And I really have enjoyed Teresa throughout most of the seasons, and especially with Celebrity Apprentice. But now I'm kind of going like, okay, a little cuckoo. What's going on here? What's going on through your head? Is she scared? Is she nervous? Is she just defending, you know, and trying to cover up something else? I really hope that she watches these programs, all of them, not even just her, because
Right,
a lot of
right.
them are acting pretty immaturely. I really hope that they watch these programs and are hopefully able to mend these relationships, because the direction that she's headed, she's kind of losing her
Everyone.
friends and her support system. And it
is.
sounds like, at least right now, a lot of them aren't even speaking to her even still.
Well,
so
on Celebrity Apprentice, she had mentioned that she gets really nervous in front of the cameras, or she gets really nervous to
Oh,
perform.
stop the madness.
That's
She
just
gets
say what she
nervous.
said. I'm trying to clarify her insanity right
She's
now.
been on camera for what, like 3,
She does
4
stutter
seasons?
and make up her own
Stutters,
words.
and she's like, what-
Ingredients
I was talking to my brother
I was
in-
in confidence. That's the right way, right?
You know, I mean,
I will agree. We do the Celebrity Apprentice after show, and she was edited very not smart on that show. But she seemed charming and warm and the whole
That's
in
deal.
her
smart.
defense, I think Italian was her first language.
Yeah, I believe so. But how's that defense?
Well,
don't-
because like sometimes I don't know, like when I was younger and I used to
you
speak
ESL?
Spanish and English.
no, are you ESL? That's a legitimate question. Is English your second language?
Technically, I learned both at the same time.
Me too. So,
So in that way,
kinda.
sometimes I'll like think in one and then wonder. I don't know.
Okay,
just-
I get it,
you
I
kinda
get
the
it.
wo- I don't know.
yeah,
I'm not. I mean, but let's be
kinda-
real. She's not the brightest bulb in the tanning bed,
No.
anyways.
Tanning bed.
Good Jersey reference.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about Rosie real quick?
Ooh, Rosie. Yes, thank you.
Rosie to the
As
rescue.
Hashtag Rosie to the rescue.
Yes, Rosie, we love you.
I kind of really love you.
we
Come
like
sit with us, Rosie. We got
Rosie,
room for you.
Rosie, come
Rosie.
talk to us. 424-256-1729. Yeah, we didn't really, we've heard a lot about Rosie, but like this season is where we're like really hearing her and we're getting to see her personality.
She's so neutral. She's so neutral. She's a cool
Well,
girl.
she's very
She's
much
no
about
drama.
she's very much about family. She's very much about doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I like her.
At first, I thought when they first introduced her, I thought she was the token, awkward, funny person, you know, like that one-liner. But she really has proved to be more. Like she's definitely the family. You know, she's Catholic.
The backbone of the operation.
Yeah, she really
Yeah.
is. You know, I'm glad that we got to see more of her because at first I was like, oh, they're just throwing it. Like she said, she's like, I'm not a threat because I'm what she say. I have short hair. I'm, you know, whatever she said was not a
Rosie,
threat.
do you have a girlfriend? We want to find you one.
Well, Susan.
Yeah.
Do we know for sure that she's not straight?
Wow,
hello?
come on now.
No, but like really
Come
though.
on.
I don't know.
Wait, really though? Has she come on and said that?
Come on. Well, I mean,
Well,
is it not
I
clear?
no.
Maybe we shouldn't say that.
Okay,
I don't
sorry,
know.
Rosie.
Sorry.
we'll find you a
The views
boyfriend.
expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Anywho.
Well, we're assuming that Rosie.
Well, women like you, Rosie. So even if you
ask,
don't like
don't
women, women
tell.
like you.
Yeah.
Rosie, I have a crush on you. Rosie, call please.
Coming from the married housewife.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Be married for 5 years, and you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about.
I look forward to it one day.
Yeah, one day. Take your time. Take your time.
I will.
Can we talk about Jolene? Who the hell was that dumb
Oh my
blonde?
God, that was actually a
Who
really
was
funny scene.
Jolene?
She was the girl that came in, and Rosie, you just see, it was a little snippet. You know how they do those snippets
Yes,
between
little-
commercials?
Yeah.
And Rosie was like, who the F are you sitting at my table? We're
got the
discussing.
wine glass
and she
floating.
goes, she's like, family business.
Yes.
And you just come in, and the girl's like, no, in her high pitched, and she's blonde.
Exactly.
And you
It
know,
was
she
very
just comes in.
Kardashian-esque.
And she just comes in out of nowhere. And I wish we saw more of that because I wondered if she actually did, because she was sitting next to Lauren Manzo. And I don't know if she actually knew Lauren or if she just came in out of nowhere to introduce herself. Because if
Probably.
if that was the case, then like I'd be on Team Rosie. I'd be like, get the hell out of here. Who are
totally.
you?
She was so retarded. She
Get
was
the
just like,
F out of here.
get out of here.
Everybody shut up.
That was a funny scene. There were so many random, like, Watch What Happens Live. Did anybody watch What Happens Live last night?
Yes.
And Andy Cohen was saying there's a lot of characters. You got Kim G, you got the random Jolene chick. They mentioned a few others, Rosie being one. It was just interesting to see.
Vito, the
yeah.
roommate, Greg, right?
Greg wasn't in it.
No,
Greg
he wasn't in it. I'm just saying the random characters.
Oh
in
no,
the-
he was saying,
okay.
but specifically in this episode,
Tia.
Tia,
Oh, yeah,
yep, exactly.
What the Funyun? What is that girl about? I was like,
Funyun.
Tia.
She was
She's a psychic.
She was trying to be peaceful.
Well, it was her solstice party, so she was the catalyst for all of this action.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was held on her watch.
We should have worn third eyes today, you guys.
I know.
Next week,
Maybe
next
next
week.
week
Next
we'll do
week.
something special.
Very
But I
special.
love how they going into it. You know you're dealing with the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and you think it's gonna be a peaceful party? Really?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
No.
And put the cameras involved?
No.
Come on now.
No.
Like no.
Can we say airtime?
Alcohol,
Right.
alcohol people.
Oh God.
Oh.
Forget about it.
All right, so I think we're ready for a commercial.
Commercial.
Yeah, we're ready for a
Commercial.
commercial. Let's hit a commercial.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Okay, so we're back.
I love the clap. Yay!
I want to be like, woo!
You guys on iTunes? Are you on iTunes? Are you tweeting? Are you telling your friends and
Yeah,
your brothers and your cousins and your sisters?
I'm
We just
getting
want to make
tweets.
sure.
I'm getting
Tweeting.
tweets.
Yes.
Please keep tweeting us.
Keep tweeting.
I got a tweet from Katie. She says, poor Jacqueline wants to stay friends with her, and even Melissa has given her a million chances. Like, oh my gosh, Teresa.
Katie, do you want to call in? 424.
Oh,
She
I
said
know,
she
right?
tried calling in. She can't get through.
Really?
Yeah.
Lines are just so busy.
Oh, Katie, keep trying.
Keep trying.
We'd love to talk
No,
to
but
you.
actually, that is a good point to bring up, Katie. Though seriously, can we talk about Jacqueline for a sec, like really quick?
Actually, she
No
continues.
backbone,
she goes,
Jacqueline.
Like
No
she's a
backbone,
psycho
Jacqueline.
manipulative bee. I think she should be exiled, and all the other ladies should be friends.
Katie.
Oh, Katie,
Katie,
she's
tell us
she
how
loves
you really
Teresa. No, but seriously though, Jacqueline, that is a really good point. Jacqueline is a grown woman. We see her with the whole Ashley thing, and we all sympathize with her in that aspect. But with this whole thing, I understand you don't want to get involved between friends, but what did you think about her going back and forth? I mean, she really wasn't. She was bullied. I like the word that Caroline used, bullied into that. But she was kind of between the two. Her and Melissa, like, Melissa and Teresa.
She should have just seen her way out of it and been like, you know what, this is between you and your sister. Yous and your sisters.
And she did. She
Yous.
did.
Yous.
But at the end of the day, see, this is what's funny is that Teresa's still going to say, see, Teresa doesn't want her to be the liaison. Teresa wants her to be Team Teresa.
Teresa. Of course.
That's how they roll. So she's
And
like,
we see that in the preview.
Yeah, she's like, if you're gonna be my friend, then you gotta be on my side.
But yet she has her sister-in-law and her friends, and that's just so immature. That's so like not even high school. That's like middle school. The like take my side.
It
blah,
is.
Blah, blah.
It is.
And I think Jacqueline is the one who I think of everyone. She has the biggest heart, the biggest conscience. She cries a lot, which that's another story. But she's really just trying to keep a firm ground, trying to keep all of her friends. Which I think is important, not only friends, but family. And I think it's a hard thing to tread on. And we've seen Jacqueline be caught in the middle more than once because she doesn't like to take sides. And she does want to be on everyone's side.
She likes to ride the fence. Which
She does.
I can't disagree with that because it's a tough situation to be in. She's part of the family. She's part of the Manzo family. At the same time, she's friends with Teresa.
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
Yeah, but she needs to grow some balls and just be like, you know what, Teresa, that's between you and your sister-in-law.
Right.
You
Sometimes
know?
I think on the fence is almost worse because as being opinionated, it's like, okay, well, you can take one side or the other. However, when it is your family versus a true friend, Danielle, like that whole situation, because Jacqueline was on Danielle, I'm like, are you serious? Like, come on now, take the side that you really believe in. With Teresa, it's a little harder because they really were true friends.
Tell me what you guys think. If you were in Jacqueline's position, do you think it was right of her to try to solve the situation immediately and have the girls go to the side? Or do you think she should have stood up to Teresa and been like, okay, you know what? Yes, she did say that, but can we talk about this later?
Later. Always.
Because then is Teresa even going to handle it? Because let's be real, Teresa's not good at confrontation. She totally throws everything to the back of the bus in terms of issues. What would you have done?
Well,
handle it now, handle it later.
I think in the context of the situation, the fact that it was brought up at that party, once you like open the can of worms, it's too late to pull it back. So the minute that she brought it up, she knew that it was going to be addressed. You can't like bring something like that up at a party with the person there and then say, okay, I'm going to tell you this now, but I want you to handle it later.
Like what
It just
Adrienne was
doesn't-
saying.
It doesn't make
Hot-headed
sense.
Italians. Like,
It
you
doesn't
want to
make
deal
sense.
with it right
so
there.
for her
And
to
Jacqueline
bring,
knew it.
Yeah.
That's
so
why
for-
she
You
got all
almost would need to
shy.
have like Jacqueline there in the middle to like mediate. Like,
And
okay,
I'm
go,
sorry.
go.
I love me some Caroline, but she's been instigating quite a few. She's like
think
she's
so?
bullying. She's bullying.
Mama
You know,
Manzo?
she's bullying. She needs to talk to her sister-in-law and be like, you know what? This is a game that Teresa's playing. I know you're a grown-ass woman. However, watch her back. And I just feel like she's just on the sidelines instigating here and there.
You mean Caroline, as far as Jacqueline goes?
As far as everything. As far as just everything.
It's
right
hard too
now.
because I also feel like with Caroline, she has her own issues with Teresa, and I think she's doing a damn good job trying to like not persuade them one or the other. She's saying her part, but she could do a lot more
Well, I
damage if
agree
she
with
wanted
you.
to.
I agree
know,
with you, but she's like taking little side jabs.
She,
You know what I mean?
Because Teresa's hit home with her.
Yeah.
With
So it's hard,
Caroline-
and she can't keep quiet. That's the hot-headed thing.
With Caroline, a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have to say a lot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going back, like I was making fun of it before, but if you look at their facial expressions, Caroline has the staring, like the tennis court playing thing, and then she'll maybe say like a little comment.
that.
Kim G has the awkward, like I'm totally just in it for attention. What's going on? And
Absolutely.
then Jacqueline has like the I love Jacqueline. Don't get me wrong, and I'm like all about plastic surgery, injections, whatever the fuck you want, whatever you want. But
F-bomb.
but she totally has the like I'm having a great day. Fake smile, like Botox.
Hi, Ashley.
Ashley's great.
Anything regarding Ashley.
Everything is sunshine, rainbows, and ponies. Yes. I know. Yeah.
I mean, come on, Real Housewives. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real.
Real ladies, keep it real.
And speaking of real, I really, really want some Albie.
Wow. Woo! Well, spoken by the married woman of the group.
Hey, married and not buried.
Well, all right. So Taco Bell over here, aka Giselle, she had a really good idea, and I loved it. You want to tell everybody?
Yes. So today we're gonna play a game on the show. Make things a little interesting. We didn't really want to get back into the tabloids this week, because there was enough drama on that show. So we're going to have a little fun. And you may be familiar with this game. It's called Kill, Blank, or Marry. So we're changing it. It's Kill, Bed, or Wed. So
The PG version.
the AfterBuzz TV version, pardon my French earlier. So basically, Deanna's going to give us 3 names of guys, perhaps girls on the show. And
Guys.
guys. And we have to categorize them into kill, bed, or wed. And you can't, put 2 in one category or throw one out. You have to pick kill, bed, or wed. So, Deanna.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ronnie, you ready back there?
Go ahead and just recite the names and we're all good.
All right, so let's start off with Albie Manzo.
Bed.
Well, wait. I think we're going to do a picture.
I think the pictures are the pictures.
Capital B.
I think we're gonna
The pictures. The pictures might not be ready. No, the pictures are not going to be ready.
Pictures aren't
But
ready
I think you should name 3
Yeah, you should
of
name 3 at
them.
a time.
Okay, all
Name
right.
3
so
at one time.
Name 3 at a time. So Albie Manzo, Chris Manzo, or Joe Gorga. I'm gonna start with you.
Okay, so I have decisions of.
Albie Manzo, Chris
I gotta write this stuff down.
Albie, Chris, or Joe Gorga.
And Gorga.
Kill, bed, or wed. Those are your choices.
Oh man, the killing's hard because I don't hate any of them. But all right, let's bed because I've never experienced a gorgasm. I'm gonna say that Joe's gonna be the bed.
You want some poison?
No, I always say if Albie had Chris's personality, I would marry Albie. But he doesn't. Albie's Albie. And he's not that exciting to me, so I don't want to say kill. That's horrible.
You have to say kill.
All right, well,
You have to.
we're killing Albie.
Or take a
because
sedative,
I'm all
something.
about personality, and Chris has got my heart, so I'm going to marry Chris.
All right. Chris, did you hear that? All right. Panda Express.
Okay, Panda Express in the house. Kill.
Do you want to start backwards? Wed?
She wants to go for
Wed,
the...
bed, kill.
I'm gonna kill Gorga. Sorry, boo.
Oh.
Bye. I'm gonna bed Chris, and I'm gonna wed Albie. No, let me take that back because I'm married. And speaking of being married,
I hope your husband's not watching.
I hope he is.
Let me bed Albie and marry Chris.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go with you on the Gorga.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just some fire, passion, love with Joe Gorga. He's like this little strong little Guido goodness. So
A little Smurf.
I'm in. Okay, don't ruin it for me.
I rewind.
So I would bed Gorga. And then you're right, it is a little hard because, personality and looks only go so far. So it's tough as to who I would wed. I think I would probably end up wedding Albie.
Ooh, okay.
Because he seems more mature. I feel like, if we're really thinking here, he'd be a good dad and like fun to talk to. And he has like obviously this whole family that we could hang out with. And then I'd kill Chris.
Wow. I kind of mirror yours. I would bed Gorga.
In a
same
heartbeat.
reason. In a heartbeat.
Love
He's got those eyes.
And the poison.
He comes up to your boob.
And the short little legs.
D, he comes up to your boob.
And he can motorboat me. It was great.
That just
We are
happened.
getting inappropriate
Liquid
today.
courage. Liquid
We are
courage.
getting inappropriate today, ladies.
So I would bed Gorga. I would wed Albie. Although I told y'all about somebody else today. Anyway, wedding bells.
So you'd kill Chris.
I would kill Chris.
You guys are both.
What about you, Ronnie?
We'll wed him.
Ronnie, what do you think?
Who would you kill better wed?
I gotta know the characters more.
Okay, so wait. I'm gonna give you 3 characters, Ronnie. I'm gonna give you
Teresa,
Melissa, or Kathy.
No, Rosie.
Jack.
I saw a little bit of who Rosie is, so that's interesting.
She's hot. What are you talking
So
about?
Rosie, we don't
She
know
is
about,
hot.
so Rosie gets the kill.
Okay.
Teresa, I guess, would get the wed only because she was on Celebrity Apprentice, and I watched every single episode.
Okay.
And even when I was watching Celebrity Apprentice, they said she's a lot more wild than she was on Celebrity Apprentice, but she's weddable.
Okay.
You
I
could tame the
guess.
beast.
And Melissa's
No, I
bettable?
mean, yeah, whoever's left
Melissa's
over.
definitely bangable.
Who's the last one?
Melissa.
Oh, that's the
On
the
display,
brother.
on
Oh,
With the body.
Yeah,
Right.
that's It's Melissa.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Sure.
good answer.
Good answer.
What a game
Wait,
you guys play.
You know what? Do we have any more men left? I think the last we've got.
I mean, we could go on. There's a lot more
Joseph
men.
Wakili.
We've got
He's
Joseph.
15. Let's not go to prison yet.
We've got Joseph Wakili. We've got Richie Wakili,
Richie.
and we've got
Vito, Greg.
Judice.
Let's do
Yeah.
Joe
Let's do
Greg. Oh, Joe Judice. Yes. How can we leave out Joe Judice?
Oh, Judice.
We got Joe Judice. We've got Richie Wakili, and let's throw in. We're not throwing in a 15-year-old. That's
No.
just like.
That's like
Prison.
Let's throw in Vito. Those three. So Vito, Richie, Joe Judice.
I'm gonna
Go.
wed Richie for sure.
Okay.
He like loves his wife, so you know,
know.
I'm definitely a fan of that, and he's definitely a good father. Judice, I would kill him, but he's so entertaining. I'm gonna keep him around. So I'm
Really?
gonna bed Judice,
Whoa.
and then who was the last one?
I said Vito.
Vito. I mean, just because I don't know him, I'll kill him.
Sorry, Vito.
Sorry.
Ditto to Adrienne.
I think we're all in agreement.
Okay,
there.
that
we're
was
on
an
the
easy
same
one,
page.
Diona.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Joe's got a little bit of the bad boy.
So
you know.
Yeah.
He's a karate master.
Wait, Judice?
we would love for you guys out in iTunes world to let us know who you would kill better with. So let us know.
Yeah,
Tweet
comment to
Let-
us, like,
Comment.
anything.
We would love to know.
iTunes, Twitter.
We'll talk about it.
I just got a tweet from a Marie. She said that she wants me to marry Albie. So if we can think of a clever hashtag.
Marie.
You guys would be a really cute couple, though.
Hashtag.
Yeah, you guys would
He
be.
likes some exotic
Are
girls.
you in love with Albie?
I mean, I don't want to say in love. That's weird, but I think he's cute.
think he's
you know,
cute?
he's
Definitely
shy,
cute.
entrepreneur, good-looking, good
Family-oriented.
Albie.
The stars would align, except for wait, we're on opposite coasts.
It doesn't matter.
I like being single.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh, well, we saw the scenes for the next, right, you guys?
Yes.
So what are we predicting after all of this?
We're so subtle.
What are we, that's funny. What are we predicting for next week's episode? I mean, like, is Teresa going to be an even deeper,
Doo-doo.
deeper marinara
We
sauce?
actually didn't really. What did we actually see? It wasn't that. What did we actually see that was so like it wasn't that big of a deal?
Yeah,
It's
what
just
is
more
that?
drama, different
what are we
outfits, different days.
Different
What
outfits.
show is
So,
this again?
I think for next week, Teresa's going to dig an even deeper hole.
Yes.
I don't think the situation between Teresa and Melissa is anywhere near being resolved.
No.
I think Lauren is probably gonna. Well, she's already losing weight.
Yeah, she's
which
progressing.
is fantastic. So I
Yes.
think she's probably gonna gain some more, confidence.
I wonder if she's going to get engaged this season.
I
we
think when
know
she
anything
loses
about
the
that?
weight, she's gonna Veto.
You think she's gonna
That's my
veto?
prediction. I'm not saying for next week. I
Okay.
just think in
general.
general.
So you think she's gonna become a skinny mini and she's gonna ditch her
Oh
boyfriend?
my God, I think she's so in love with him.
I don't
don't-
agree.
I don't think she's in love with him.
Really?
No,
Why?
because-
I think
because
he's
she's
just
not
good
even
for
in love
her.
with herself. Hello, you
No,
guys.
I know. That's a good,
You have to love yourself
Love
before
yourself.
you can love it.
Right. But that's
yeah,
also goes to show you
They
the
do
whole.
talk about kids, though.
It don't
They do.
matter.
No, but that
I
makes me
mean,
think of
that's
like
just
that
a conversation over a glass of wine. That is nothing special.
That kind of makes me think about the whole Melissa thing. It's like, oh, well, when she can do better, would she do better? And I don't think she would. And same with Lauren Manso. When she gets skinny and she's already famous, quote unquote, then will she leave Vito? And I don't. I actually think that for right now, they're young though, so that could happen. They're young.
I wonder if Joe or Teresa would head to Splitsville.
I think that could definitely be on the horizon. And you know what? You guys are going to have to tune in next week for another AfterBuzz recap show of the real Housewives of New Jersey. And you can catch all of us
Next week.
next week.
It's
8
been
p.m.
real.
Pacific. Yeah.
been
So
real.
real quick, let's talk about what everybody's doing.
I am mid-season on a show called Beauty Blogger Boot Camp. I'm in the running to be a host of this fashion beauty channel on YouTube. It's called You Look Hot. They're a YouTube partner. So youtube.com/You Look Hot. You can get all the information on my website, sprintinginstilettos.com, and tweet me at Giselle Ugarte, GISELLEUGARTE, and go to .com if you want to find out more about me.
Han.
I'm your
Hahn.
resident beauty expert. I've been a makeup artist for over 10 years. I've done everything from New York Fashion Week to Cirque du Soleil to Pussycat Dolls. If you guys have any spring, summer beauty tips and tricks that you guys want to know about, tweet me at It's Susan Hahn, ITSSUSANHAHN. Also, I'm also a Real Housewife, so if you guys have any marriage.
The realest Real Housewife.
We're the
is
realest
out.
housewife.
Always keep it real with you guys.
All
Yes.
right.
And across from her, I'm Adrienne Vairo. Don't be fooled. I'm girly, but I also have my tomboy side. I'm a huge sports fanatic. Love the Boston Celtics from back east. Stop.
Lakers.
Don't even say the Lakers Clippers stuff. But yeah, follow me on Twitter and go Celtics.
Okay. And actually, I'm going to be speaking with Al Cole. He's got this great radio show on live365.com, and his show is called People of Distinction. I'm going to be talking with Al tomorrow, so you guys can tune in and listen to me as I'm a person of distinction. Ooh. And you can follow me on Twitter, at GoToGirlTV, and you can
Number
find
two.
me, number 2, and you can find me on GoToGirlTV.com. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. We had a lot of fun tonight.
Thank you.
Bye.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.